Tried by fire.
Tried by fire. Tried by fire. Forged
in the flames. All that life throws us, we turn into games.
Blessed by all.
Their impact on many.
Each should be celebrated.
Now, let's get to the skinny.
Hi, I'm Michelle Houston, and welcome to Try by Fire, where I am introducing you to my bestest friends. And today you have the honor of meeting Phyllis Kessel, owner of Impress Graphics and best friend of mine. Yay! Welcome!
Thank you.
Hey, yay, thank you. Okay, so I always like to start off this segment by talking about how we met. But first, I do want to do a shout out to the Delamar Place and Nick Fredrickson. Yay! He's our director and he's behind the scenes. He's doing our soundboard right now. Helps us get all set up. And so big thank you to you. Yay! And so if we're ever talking off camera, it's to him. we got a guy. We got a guy. All right. So back to Phyllis. Phyllis?
Yes.
How did we meet? Do you want to... Let's get your version of how we met.
Okay, my version?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so at the time I owned a company called Catch-All Mailing, and since we've merged it into Impress Graphics. But at the time, a very sweet director for Friends of the Family came in with a lot of mail that had already been pretty much packaged except the postage. And I was like, why don't you let us do this? We have machines that do this. And she was like, oh, okay. Next time I'll let you do it. So next time I did it, and that's how we became, you were the director. So that's how we just wanted you to be happy.
Yeah, the director of desperation. So
Yeah.
I always friend up, and I don't know how. I mean, God just blesses me with people that come to my rescue, and Phyllis definitely came to my rescue. So, you know, working for a nonprofit, you've got limited funds, limited resources, and it does take a village to pull together and get things done. And Phyllis was there for me and has been ever since.
And you've been there for me.
Yes. And I love her and her company and the people that work there. Most of them have little nicknames.
Yes, they do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Phyllis's nickname will come up as we talk about our
it
coffee
really
talk.
doesn't have to, does it?
It does.
Okay.
It does. It does.
Okay.
It must be shared. It must be shared.
Okay.
Yes.
Then yours comes up.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh. Actually, we have a couple of nicknames. We do.
Yeah, a couple.
Okay. So let's talk about our fondest memories of each other, and then we'll move on to what a powerhouse you are.
So many fond memories.
Yeah. My favorite is, oh man, there are so many.
There are.
Okay, but
been a long time.
one of the most fascinating things that you did was pull together a group of your best friends, and we went to Fredericksburg.
Yes.
And tell me how that came about, and then I'll chime in of the magic.
Well, I had never ever had a girls trip. Really?
I did not know that.
No.
Oh.
And Scott asked me what I wanted for my birthday, and I said, I want a girls' trip to Fredericksburg. And he said, okay. And I said, okay. So I started thinking about who would enjoy it and who was a close friend of mine. None of them knew each other.
That was
crazy.
crazy.
The problem. And so we get there. I'm the only common denominator, but it worked out so great. God put his hand on it.
I think he put both arms. Both arms. Like, we all had to ride in a car with people we didn't know. And Phyllis was in you were in another car, not on the way home.
I was in one with 3 people, and you were in one with 3 people.
Right. But I
got in trouble.
listen, we're not supposed to drum on the table and
Makes noise.
But we're fidgety. We're fidgety.
No, but the hot tub experience was unique.
Yes.
People told people that they didn't know things that they normally wouldn't tell people things.
I mean, were
It was
beverages
just
involved? Yes.
A
Yes.
few.
What? So, loose lips.
A few.
Loose lips. We were talking about stuff, but we
had
honored
blast.
each other.
Yeah, and we had a
And
blast,
we didn't-
supported each other.
Honored each other, didn't judge each other, and kept it close to the chest, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
So there was a real trust exercise there.
And y'all are all still friends.
And we are all really good friends. And we thought we were going to do it every year. and we have not been back.
Life got in the way.
In fact, we were even going to have a review and kind of like a slideshow party, and we still haven't done that. And was this 5 years ago?
I don't know.
It was
long time ago.
It was a long time ago. So now we're going to have
ago.
a reunion.
Yes.
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 Anytime.
I know.
Anytime.
Okay. Well, it's exciting, and I love Fredericksburg. And then on a smaller scale, another ritual of ours is that we have something called Coffee Talk. So, Phyllis, take it away.
Coffee Talk is like Jerry Seinfeld in cars with celebrities. So we get in the car, and I go pick her up at the bank, which is just down the street from our office. And we hope that Starbucks is crowded.
We do. We hope there's a
Because
long line.
we laugh all the way around the Razor Ranch Starbucks. But it's not always crowded. Sometimes we have to park.
Yes.
Get the laughs out. And then we go back to work and we feel great.
Yeah, we do. It's definitely
It's good for the brain.
a lot of endorphins are released.
Yes.
Yes, yes. And then some caffeine is consumed.
Yes,
And
and
so
that's always
then, then we go back definitely refreshed and energized. And I
me
just
too.
love it so much. And then
Yes.
there's a cookie
Cathartic.
place. And
Yeah.
so one time,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, one time it was my birthday.
Yep.
So I had to go in and get a free cookie, and I got an ice cream cookie sandwich. I was feeling very decadent
Yeah.
that day.
Yeah.
And it melted all over her car. All over her car. I'm like,
I don't have that car anymore.
yeah, she had to sell it. She had to sell
don't
it.
have
I
that
just
car
told.
anymore, so-
Stop talking about that ice cream.
No, yeah, it was good. It's a fun time though, and
Mm-hmm.
it's very good for friendship to have that quiet time around the circle, laughing and being silly and goofy, and then go back to seriousness at work.
Yes, yes. And I miss it. We haven't. Oh my goodness.
That was our man.
Quiet on the set. So, okay, so we were talking about our coffee talks and loving long lines, and this is the one time where we love a long line.
Yes, we do.
Yes, and why we do need a break is because, as I mentioned, she's a powerhouse. She is a woman business owner. Was that HUD? Hub.
Historically underutilized business.
Yes, yes. And tell us about that. Challenges, the opportunities, the fabulousness.
I think in the climate of today, it's real challenging for a lot of reasons, but we mainly dwell on the advancement of women in the marketplace and how much we make on the job, and some of our rights that are flailing. But we won't talk political, so we'll talk that's
We're gonna
it's
keep
an
it-
organization that I feel is real important for the time.
Yes, yes, absolutely. And she's a fantastic role model and mentor. And yes, what? Okay, I will speak for her. I will advocate for her. She is a beautiful creature inside and out, and many people respect her and admire her and go to her for advice. And
I try to communicate, that's for sure.
you are an effective communicator. Yes, she is. Yes, she owns Impress Graphics, and which is right down the street from my office, so that's handy. That's handy. I love to have my best friends close because I have some that are far away, and that's unfortunate because then I don't get to see them as often. But luckily, I have some real
During the
close.
day.
Real close, yeah, during the day because she does live. She might as well live in another state, but
Yeah, I live way out in the country.
took her 45 minutes to get here today.
Yeah. horse
But
country.
I'm worth the effort.
You are.
I'm worth the effort.
You are.
Okay, so that is your company and why you're fantastic. All right, let's see. What else are we going to talk about? Oh my gosh. Speaking of being a mentor and of women issues, you've started a group called Lean In, and it's based off of a book.
Well, it's based off of Sheryl Sandberg's book. She worked initially for Google.
Oh,
And
it's
she
kind of a
was
big
one
deal.
of the startups for Google. Now she works for Facebook.
Okay.
And she is one of the privileged people. I mean, she went to an Ivy League school and she's never had to want for anything. And she's the first one to admit that. But she's also seen women that haven't been in her shoes.
Right.
And so her book discusses that and what we need to do and how we need men to buy into it to really make a change, not for women to buy into it as much as, as men, the men to see what's going on so that they will change.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's really important. I know that I was part of an organization called WINK, Women in Commerce, with our Denton Chamber, and I thought it was very important for the men to be invited to our events, especially our seminars, because they need to hear the challenges that we face so that they can lend a voice to it and make a change.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We gotta,
it'll take a long time. I probably won't see it in my lifetime.
What? No. We're already seeing some.
Well, there's been a lot of change.
There's a mix.
There's also been
yes.
movements.
That is true. But every day we keep working on it and keep working on making this world a better place.
That's right.
Okay, yay for that. All right. I think what we need to do now is maybe we should go into Houston. Here's my problem. You want to answer some questions?
Sure. Why not?
Okay, yay. All right, let's get on the bowl. The bowl. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to try not to make too much crinkly noise. All right. Houston, here's my problem. How do I choose my friends? Oh, that is a good question for our best friend podcast. You want to go first?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, you go first.
I think that friends have to be people that are going during good and bad times.
Okay, yeah. So how do you...
I think when you have a friend that runs during the bad times, then it's a problem.
Oh my gosh.
But at the same token, if they're running because they feel convicted about it, that they can't be around you while you're doing something, that's different.
That is so true. I'm so glad you brought that up because I do want to tell the viewers that I have just completed breast cancer recovery. Everything is fantastic. Yay! And yes, thank you. And this woman right here, Phyllis, came to my house more than any other friend with tons of food and lots of love and support. And I want to say thank you publicly.
You're welcome. It was my pleasure.
Thank you, Phyllis. Thank you, Phyllis.
It's my pleasure.
I love you. Okay, not that, and I understand the rest of my friends. I understand that y'all are busy because of Friend Up, and so we all got things to do. So this is no shade or guilt for y'all. This is just me saying thank you to Phyllis. Yay.
You're welcome.
Okay, and how do I choose my friends? I definitely look for character traits. I look for strength and intelligence. Beauty inside and out. It's got to be an all-rounder. Can't just be pretty on the outside. And I like successful people and people who are non-judgmental and accepting and loving and pretty much just fabulous. So just look around because I know you have these people in your world. And what's funny is a lot of my girlfriends don't like other girls. Like they prefer to make friends with men because of their bad experiences with other females being catty or whatever. So I have an amazing group of girlfriends that love and support each other. And then their friendship circle has expanded because I share my friendship circle. Mm-hmm. Yay. But just like you did for Fredericksburg.
Yeah.
Share your friends. Share your friends. Yes. Yay, great question. All right, do you want to answer another one?
Sure.
Okay. I do like this portion of Houston. Here's my problem. All right. What can we do to make our community more open and accepting? Oh.
Wow. One thing about Denton is we have a lot of nonprofits. Problem with that is that we probably need more volunteers.
Okay.
So we need people that don't necessarily sit on the board, don't necessarily work for the foundations, but they can help them.
Absolutely.
We can all help them.
Yes. Yeah, that does.
Yeah. And if you can't get off work, there's monetary relief. There's all kinds of relief you can give them. They need supplies. There's just a lot of things you can do as a human.
Time and money. Absolutely. And I think exposure to the needs of your community really helps open your eyes to other people's struggles. I mean,
Yes.
it really gives you real empathy, real put your feet in their shoes type
Makes
scenarios.
you more grateful
And it definitely makes you more
for
grateful.
what you have and how blessed you are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It definitely fills your cup. I know I can't tell you how many times I volunteered, and I've heard people that say after volunteering
You feel
that
good.
that they feel better than I think the person that they helped. So yay.
Better
Yeah,
to
so
give
go,
than to receive.
exactly. And we've got we've got the Denton Blues Fest happening this weekend. You can volunteer there. There's Grape Fest, which I went to last night. Hey, that was fun. You can volunteer there. And then upcoming, we've got the Denton Arts and Jazz Fest. You can
do.
volunteer there. Just let me know. Reach out. Say, hey, I would like to get involved. You can always. Oh, there's so many
There's a bunch.
organizations.
They
Actually, I
start
can't
in
name them all.
January.
I can't name them
No.
all.
No.
But if you call, email, text me, I can point you in the right direction. Okay, now let's see here. Okay, what I want to talk about now is our kids.
Our kids.
Yeah, because
Not that we think they're great.
they're
awesome.
She's being sarcastic. We love our
I'm being
kids.
sarcastic.
Yes. Yes, we'll try not to overshare about our children
try
because
not
they're
to.
private. They're very private. But
They
and
thought we were
shy.
crazy one night at your house, remember? They thought we were
Yes.
insane.
Oh,
Do you
I'm
remember
glad
that?
it was just one night.
Well, that night they saw us.
Oh,
Yes. You remember?
yes. Okay. Well, you'll have to share.
I don't think I should.
Yeah, you
I think
should. Come
should.
on. Are you going to talk about the shoes?
I was going to talk about the shoes.
Yeah, you got to talk
and
about
the
shoes.
dresses.
Tell
and
them.
the falling on the floor.
Tell them.
Do you want me to tell them that?
Yes. Tell them the whole thing.
Okay, so we have poker night at the Houstons. And Camille was home. Rachel was home. And
Was Scott?
was home.
Okay.
I think all of them were there.
My son's name is Scott. Her husband.
And they were all setting up the table and stuff. They were getting everything ready. And we were in the bedroom. We were like, we got to put on these shoes I found in my daughter's closet. And she was like, oh, my God. They were like clear and big and huge. And I could barely stand on them.
You know what kind of shoes?
Very short dresses in Michelle's
Really
closet.
tall shoes.
This was years ago, though. We were a lot
Really
younger.
taller than platform. You know where you wear these shoes, maybe on stage.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
or something, or pole. And it was interesting. So we walk out thinking we're going to make this grand
Yeah, we do this costume
entrance.
change. Yes.
Yeah, we went in the bedroom and we were like, I fell off the shoe and I could not get up.
She did.
And I was laughing.
And this wasn't necessarily
I was laughing so
a beverage
hard.
situation.
I was laughing so hard that Michelle was like, shut up. I got to get you up.
I couldn't get her off the ground.
I was
It
laughing so
funny.
hard. But we did get up and we walked out and they looked at us like, you two are crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
we
we
are.
thought we were funny.
We
But
are
they
funny.
They thought we were crazy.
We were
And
living our best life.
We were like, we're not crazy.
Yeah.
What are y'all talking
We need a
about?
little costume change like every rock star. Hello.
Yes.
Every diva needs a costume change at least once. Yes.
Everybody does.
Yeah, in the privacy of your own home, you can have a costume change.
Yeah.
What
I
on
wouldn't wear
earth?
those shoes or that dress out.
No,
No.
because we are respectable ladies of the community. Yes, we are.
No, wouldn't have done that.
Okay, shout out Den Benefit League. No. Okay. All right. So that's it. And remember all the cereal boxes that Scott, your husband, made fun of on top of our refrigerator. We just had like a
15.
zillion, 15 cereal boxes. So it looked like we were cereal addicts. Yes,
Because you were.
the boys in the house love cereal a lot. All right, so that's fun. All right, so I had mentioned earlier that we have some nicknames.
Yeah, you gave them to everyone.
Yes, sometimes I will give out nicknames. And,
She does.
Yeah, and
Don't let
her
give you
company and friends,
Yes.
yes, have some of my favorites. So, of course, my favorite is Davealicious. So, yes, Delicious Dave, shout out to you. Hi.
He's pretty special.
He is. He is always there to help. In fact,
Yes, we've
he
been
was
together
there
a long time.
He was there
The first time I met you.
time at Catch It All Mail.
Yeah.
Yes, he was. That's why he instantly became one of my favorites. I was like, oh,
He's easy to become a favorite.
yes,
Yeah.
super helpful. In fact, and to this date, we have our crawfish boil. My bank does customer appreciation crawfish boil. Shout out Texas Regional Bank, thank you. And Dave helps me put out the directional signs so that you know where to go. Yeah, so thank you, Dave. 2 years in a row, he's helped me put those signs out. So he's a huge help.
He is.
Yes, and then this one has 2 nicknames. So she's got Sapphire, which kind of goes
With the shoes.
with the shoes. Yes,
Kind of with the shoes.
Yes.
I think that was my name that night.
Yes. And so then we made her husband Scotula because he's a bit of a vampire.
I bet. I
yeah.
bet.
He's got
Something
he's
like that.
tall and has this deep voice.
Dark
and,
hair.
Yes. Well, you.
Blue eyes, though.
Oh. You used to have dark hair.
I don't have dark hair.
No, him.
Oh, well, yeah, it's
You
gray.
know, I know you don't
It's
have.
gray, kind of, but
Oh.
it's still dark.
Yes.
In some places, it's a little bit dark.
Okay. Anyway, he's handsome. All right, and then yes. So those are my
Michelle
top.
Alicious.
Oh, Michelle Alicious. Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
because she's delicious.
Oh, thank you. I know. Shout out to Fergie. Thank you for letting me steal. Thank you for letting me steal your
Fergie.
stuff. Yes. So those are my favorite. Those are my favorite nicknames. Mm-hmm.
something else
Oh,
we
you
were-
have another one. You have a. Okay, we won't talk.
Oh no, we don't need to talk about that.
Okay, we won't. All right, and then you know what we should talk about?
What?
Denton past.
Didn't pass.
Things we remember about the way Denton used to be.
Well, when we were trying to start our business here in Denton, one of the things we looked at was they wanted us to look at Denton and to look at Plano.
Plano.
And population wise, they look at population and the density of people that go by the business, and we just fell in love with Denton. We fell in love with the square. We fell in love with the people, and we opened it here.
Yes,
Regardless
thank you.
and we did not go with franchise. We just opened it on our own, and that was in 2009.
You've been thriving.
So it's been a while, and I still say people here are very generous.
Yes.
Very generous.
A lot of big hearts here. Mhm.
A lot. And they've been great to us. We survived COVID, and not well, but we survived it. And everyone's still working, and we've got some new people, and that's good. They're all great. And Dave Alicious is still with us.
I know.
You know, he's
We
been with us
appreciate that.
since 2009, just about. And he came over with me from the mail company, and that was a fun experience. He's still a great guy. Does a good job if you ever need him to.
You have a solid team.
I do.
Definitely. I mean, I would start naming them, but then I don't want to
We don't wanna
miss
do
some
that,
people, and then I would be in trouble.
They're
So-
all great. They've been
She's got a great team.
they've been in the Denton community since Wheeler was in printing, and that was a long time ago. And they're not in printing anymore. And then James Elliott, we bought Eagle from him, and he was here for a long time and handled the. Sorry, I got in trouble again. Handled the university stuff, and that's why it was called Eagle Wheeler. But he didn't do that after they got an in-house print shop. But I just wanted to say that through all the changes and everything that's happened in Denton, there's been a lot of growth here. There's been a lot of growth in the surrounding county and the areas. And it's all been good, though. It's all been good. We've lost some good people, but they were ready to leave. And we've got some new people that are great people. So it's a good place to live. It's a good place to bring up kids.
Yes. Yeah, we love Denton. We
Yeah.
love Denton, and we love Texas and
love
America,
Denton.
and we love to travel. Yes.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
love to travel.
We love to travel. You especially, this girl. Okay, so I have friends that have lakes, houses, and boats, and they all disappear. And this one right here likes to travel so much. I'm like, when? That's why we haven't had one of our coffee talks, I think, in like a month and a half.
Oh, my children are spread out throughout the state,
Yes.
so that makes it hard. I have one in Cypress near Houston, and I have one in New Braunfels, and then I have one in Dallas. So in order to see them and see my grandchildren, which I have 4,
Yes. She's
it's,
blessed.
It's really hard to do anything else on the weekend than travel.
Right. So we just sneak in the time when we can.
That's right.
You got to be flexible with your friends.
You got to go on coffee dates.
Exactly. We recommend it, y'all. We recommend it. If
It's
you
so
start,
good for your soul.
yes, if you start your coffee talks with your friends, please share. Tell us in the comments because I want to hear about them. Or if you have your own best friend tips, I want to hear about them. And I also want to hear about your questions because I need more questions for my Houston. Here's my problem. Yes, I do. All right, let's see here. Okay. One more story.
Uh-oh.
One more story. Just a quick little on costumes. Yes, one of my this couple right here, Phyllis and her husband Scott, they love to dress up, and we have a festival. Speaking of Denton, called
in October.
Yes, Day of the Dead. It's growing. It's incredible.
It's
It is
great.
an incredible.
We have coffin races.
Yes, 3 day. No,
we
it's not.
have-
It's 1 day.
Just one day, isn't it?
It's 1 day. I'm just
It's
making
Saturday,
stuff up.
and then you dress up,
Yes.
and there's food.
Yes.
It's down industrial.
Yes.
So it's great.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome. And the derby, the coffin races are made like a derby. So if you've ever been in a derby, it's the same thing, just bigger.
Yes, and they crash into hay bales. It is so fun.
They go pretty fast down
They
that
do
hill.
go fast. And and so my bank submitted, we try to submit every year, and there's a line that you can't cross when you do there's a pusher and then somebody that rides in the cart, if you don't know. And, but the pusher has, they want to build up speed and then they have to stop at this line, a hard stop. And it's real tricky to stop when you're building up momentum. And
It's fun, though.
Yes, we have
It's
failed
it's
a few
fun-
times crossing
it's-
that line.
So we were so scary that year we dressed as Vikings.
Yes, they were Vikings. They look fantastic. That was what I was going to say.
Shout out to what is her last name now? She's married. Terry and Marlene Noble's daughter did our makeup, and she did such a great job. I mean, she really made Scott look scary, and so he would walk up to people and growl at them on the street, and so it was a fun day. We had a lot of fun. A lot of people interacted with each other, and that's always pleasant.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Sometimes it rains, and it didn't rain that day.
It was a nice day that day.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that was
so
fun.
much fun.
But Denton's a fun town. It has
It
a
is
lot
a
of
great town.
festivals and a lot of free events that people can go to, and exposure to the arts.
Yes.
So there's a lot to do in Denton. So I highly recommend people coming here.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, shout out to the Greater Denton Arts Council. I'm on the board, so yes, big shout out to Greater Denton Arts Council. Oh my gosh, and Nick, our director over here, my director off scene, his wife, Natalie, is my current president at the Greater Denton Arts Council, and she is the one who introduced me to her. Does that happen? Right? Or did I just meet you through the Denton Black Film Festival?
I think through my wife,
Yeah.
maybe. Give her
I don't know.
Give her
I don't
credit.
know.
Give her
We're gonna give Natalie some credit. So shout out to her, and of course Georgina, who's our executive director, who I love, and who you will see both of them not at the same time because I need individual time with them. They're definitely gonna have them on my podcast because they are my wonderful best friends too. Yes.
Yes. They're very good.
They are fantastic. And we've got, I don't know when this is airing, but we've got our gala coming up on October 20th. So if you haven't gotten your tickets, go to the Greater Denton Art Council website and get your tickets because it's going to be fantastic. And Fingerprints is playing. I mentioned that Nick he's got a band and it's called Fingerprints. And they've been playing for like 20, 30 years. Yeah, somewhere in there. So, something like that, a long time, and they are fantastic. So come hear them, and then of course our beloved Cassandra Berry. She will also be singing. Love Cassandra. Shout out! Oh, and she's gonna be on this podcast too, because yes, she's a best friend. So many best friends, high quality. That's what we look for.
That's
high quality.
right. That's right.
I would like to see. Is there anything else that we should talk about?
I don't know.
Well. That is true. Okay, so what I like to do is bring my guests back. So this is the introduction of Phyllis, and then quarterly-ish, ish, kind of like our coffee talks. I will bring her back, and then you'll see more banter between us and more stories and all that kind of good stuff. So I really appreciate you watching. I really appreciate. Oh my gosh! Here's another thing. Okay, so sometimes. Did I mention Great Fest last night? Yes. So I did that. We did Great Fest. and I totally forgot this morning. I'm going to blame it. I'm going to blame it on Great Fest. I forgot her gift. As if you've seen my segment before, you know that I give this very special gift to my very special best friends. And so I'm going to tell her what it is, and then I'm going to give it to her and post it later. But what you get, made by my beautiful friend Diana, you get a fire pearl necklace that in Morse code says "Tried by Fire," and it's fantastic. And I'm so sorry I don't have it to give it to you. I know,
It's okay. I
pouty
would've worn
face.
it.
Yes, I know. I'm crushed.
No, I'll
crushed.
get it later.
Yeah, you will. Yeah,
I
you
will.
will. And I'll take a picture, and y'all will see that I actually did give it to her. So, and how beautiful she looks in it. Okay, so thank you to her.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Delmar Place. Thank you, Applejacks, for my green screen. Thank you also, Buzz and Denton, for helping set up. And thank you, of course, Eddie Rentz, for doing the editing and the website.
Edited good, Eddie.
Yeah, edited good. Yeah, Michael's look pretty.
Just cut it second.
Yes, and clever. Put in some good stuff. All right, I think those are all my sponsors. Don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe, because we got some exciting things happening. Got some great guests coming up, and I don't want you to miss a thing. And the more you subscribe, not only does it get more people interested in viewing, it also maybe gets me some sponsorship dollars where I can upgrade some things. Maybe, which would be fantastic.
That would be great.
Wouldn't it be great? Because
awesome.
right now it's a self enterprise, and there's a lot of people working behind the scenes for free, and we're not trying to do that. We're trying to put money in people's pockets. So if you can help me, I can help others. So there's my ask. Please subscribe, and I love you. And Try by Fire. I hope you enjoyed the song. Bye.
Bye.